What's good YouTube, this is Kevin Cruz back with another NBA 2K22 tutorial, and in this video we're going to focus on how to use L2 to punish defenders who'd like to crowd you, put you in that ride situation. We're going to show you how to use L2 to fend off your defender, to use a shoulder shrug or shoulder bump to create some space, and to initiate a hand fighting situation which you can use to disengage, create space, and blow by your defender. So this is the second of maybe a 4 or 5 part series in which we rethink how we approach contact by defenders, and we started this series yesterday with the contact blow by tutorial. Basically, our goal is to punish defenders who like to put us in that ride animation or crowd us out with very aggressive defense. And if you're new or you haven't already, I'd appreciate a sub to the channel. As a small content creator, every bit of support counts. It helps keep me going despite my very busy schedule outside of playing NBA 2K22 and doing this whole YouTube thing. Like if this video was helpful to you, comment and let me know in the comment section below. Let's get started. So just like in the contact blow by tutorial, you want to initiate a contact situation, whether it's your defender crowding you in order to create contact or you initiating that contact yourself, and then you want to tap L2. It will either result in a reset or a step back dribble animation or a shoulder shrug or shoulder bump animation, which can lead to some additional space for you to launch a shot or to launch into a crossover or penetrate. So under a standard contact animation, you want to tap L2 once to initiate the shoulder shrug or shoulder bump, which will then create a little bit of space, just enough for you to launch a jumper. In that situation right there, if you're Steph Curry, you can launch into a jumper, or in a extreme situation, it can lead to a push-off, which will then create that space that you need to create the shot or to basically launch out into a jump shot or drive into the basket. So as you can see here, I'm walking the ball up and Ja tries to initiate a defensive animation by crowding me and forcing me to pick up the ball. He's sort of successful, but because of Steph's dribble ratings, he's able to recover. And then I tap L2 and give that shoulder shrug and shoulder bump to get Ja off me in order to launch an uncontested 3-point shot. So the other use of L2 is to initiate a reset or retreat size up after you initiate this hand fighting animation, which you will do by pushing the left stick towards your defender. As you initiate that hand fighting and that contact animation, tap L2 again to initiate a step back, and then you can use that space to launch into a jump shot or to penetrate towards the basket. You can also use the right stick to disengage, but the L2 button works fine as well. Just tap it after you initiate this hand fighting situation by tapping the left stick towards your defender after you initiate contact. So again, holding the left stick towards your defender after you initiate that contact animation will lead to that hand fighting animation and that bump animation, which you can see here. So I tap the left stick up towards Ja Morant, you initiate that hand fighting animation. I tap L2 to initiate that step back and then launch out of it and penetrate to the basket. So the last use of L2 is basically the seal off defender move after you penetrate and create a blow by situation. You can use this to create different driving lanes depending on how your defender will try to cut you off. So after that initial blow by, you want to tap L2. Once you have that angle towards your defender's chest, it will initiate that hand animation which you will use to fend off your defender, and then depending on how your defender plays you, basically you want to create an angle, create different driving lanes, or basically try to play and use his momentum against him and counter with a shot that you would like. It's either creating a driving lane, or you can even use this to create step back jump shots or different escape jumper combos out of that fending off your defender animation. So in this specific clip right here, you see we use our contact blow by tutorial. Basically use turbo to burst and then create an angle where our forearm is at Ja Morant's chest. I tap L2 to initiate that fend off defender animation. I tap the right stick into a crossover to avoid that Dillon Brooks strip, and then it's an open lane to the basket because I have a great angle which leads to an uncontested layup. So in this clip here, Dillon Brooks tries to cut off Steph's driving lane to the right. So you can see here that momentum carries Dillon Brooks forward. So I use that momentum against him and initiate a step back jump shot. You can use the shot stick or you can use the shot button in combination with the left stick. But basically, see how your defender is defending you, what angles is he giving you, and use the appropriate shot or counter move in order to fend off your defender. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just the second part of a 4-part series. In the next video, we'll focus on different right stick moves which you can use out of the contact animation. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you learned something new today, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.